Hello and welcome to the Pimlico Cameras Guide to this, the Canon AF-7. It's one of our favourite cameras and it's also one that people often have a lot of trouble with as it can be a beginner camera, although we do recommend it for absolutely everyone. So this guide will take you through how to load it, how to load batteries and also what all of the dials and buttons do. So you're ready to start shooting. So first, a guide around the camera. On the front you've got your lens currently covered, your dial. For controlling the camera you've got your viewfinder and your flash. On the top you've got a shutter control, you've got your film counter and you've got your film rewind, a little bit more on that later. On the side you've got your film compartment control, and on the back the actual film compartment, and on the bottom you've got the battery compartment with a little latch there that you open in order to put in batteries. So to get shooting with this camera you're going to need a pair of AA batteries. They're just off the shelf is fine, from like any supermarket will have them. These ones are rechargeable, but you can use disposable ones as well. And then any 35mm film. We sell Kodak Gold, which this is, but you can also shoot with black and white or literally any 35mm film. And we stock a few variants if you want to have a look on our website. So how do you get started? Well, first off, you need to put in your batteries. So you'll find this compartment on the bottom. This compartment is a little bit plastic fantastic on these cameras, so just be gentle with it. It won't break, but if you slip it might, so careful. And you'll see the positive one up goes on the right and positive down on the left, and that's batteries loaded. In order to put in film you'll use this little latch on the left hand side, so pop that open and the back opens up like that. And when you get the film out of the canister that it comes in, it's going to have a little lip of film out like this, so you can just pull out a bit more. Don't be too shy about film. It can feel scary, but this first bit is designed to be exposed anyway, so you're not going to damage anything by pulling it out. So pulling out just enough to sort of cover the back of the camera, and then on the right hand side we put the film in bottom first, and then the top should just pop down like that and lay flat. Then enough film, again you can give a little bit more or less, but roughly enough so that it just sits and rests on this reel on the left there, nice and flat like that, and you're good to close the back, and you should hear it wind on. Now before I close it, just notice that on the top there's an S there, so that means that there's no film loaded yet, but if it latches correctly this will count up to 1, so that's one way to check that it's latched correctly. And there we go. So now you're ready to shoot. In order to shoot, you can use this dial on the front here. So one click will open up the lens, and is that not such a satisfying noise? Another one will take you onto flash priority mode. So this way it will always fire the flash, or fill flash mode. Next one is no flash. So then the exact opposite, it won't fire the flash. And then a timer mode. So in this mode, it will give you 10 seconds before it fires the shutter. In auto, it's going to decide for you. So to take a picture, you use the shutter button on the top. It's a half press to take focus, and you'll see it gets focus from the little green indicator inside the viewfinder there. I don't know if you can quite see it from this angle, but it's in there on the right hand side. There it is. And then you press it all the way to take a picture. Flash will go off if it decides that it needs to, but if you decide you don't want it, then you can always set it to no flash, and then lo and behold, no flash. Also good to know, this is the film rewind button. So this camera is auto rewind. Once you get to the end of a roll, it's going to pull the reel all the way back in, so it's ready to open. But if you decide that you want to stop shooting before the end of a roll, you can use a pen or any other sort of soft, pointy little object and just push in there, and it's going to rewind it for you. So that's the most satisfying noise in the world. And then once it's done, you can pop open the back again, and you'll see now it's fully receded the film into the canister, so that's ready to send off and get developed. Thanks for watching.